Is he the one?
Yeah, he's her son.
And you're sure he's the one Deadeus wants?
I guess it's in their blood.
Dawn of the final day. Let's end these nightmares. What's going on, everyone? It's the Niskel. Welcome back to Deadeus. The last day. We have most of the components, but we're missing one thing for the ritual. I guess we'll figure it out. Another nightmare? This is getting to be something of a trend. I'm not sure what I can do to help you. I'm sorry that you were going through this. Are you, Mom? Are you? Well, you won't have to worry anymore. It's okay, Mom. It's for the good of the world. 35 human skins remain. Would you like to place a flower on the corpse? No. But you noticed, we got an item. Another key. We've seen a place for a key, haven't we? I don't know, maybe we'll use it later, maybe not. We've got some things to do, though. Important things. Such as, go check on our good friend. Yeah, let's go check on our good friend. Hi! Oh, I'm back! There was another nightmare last night. Guess you had another too? Yep, I was in a hole, just looking up, and just a bunch of dudes saying, oh yeah, is that the kid? Is that the kid? Yeah, I think that's him. And then I got hit by the Marshmallow Man's hand. It was weird and very sticky and made of sugar. Let me know if you find anything. Look, I know the last few days have been really difficult. None of this has been ideal. But you have been really kind to me. It's meant a lot, like really. The flowers and making sure I'm okay every day, I don't know who would have done that if not for you. My heart just feels so full. I can't tell you how much it all meant to me. When you leave, I'm going to head up the mountain. After you're done with everything in the village, come up and meet me, okay? If this is the last day, I don't want to spend it alone. Could be nice to sit with you and watch it. Maybe see you in a bit. Maybe. Maybe. Well, see ya! I've got other places to go. All of our setup is complete. We have now unlocked the possibility of 2 more endings, I believe. But I just wanted to take one more stroll through the town. You know, see this guy and the fact that he's alone just because he wants to deal with his flowers, but you know what? We shouldn't worry about that. You have the gentleman out here who's normally in the church, alone. It's interesting how many people are alone. Yeah. How many people are all of the sudden out in the open, not worrying about a single thing? Our best friend is a raving lunatic by this point. It's okay. However, you. Ha ha ha! You found our knife! Maybe it's time to fill you in a little better. It's time I tell you about the real ritual. Now look, I appreciate that what I'm about to tell you sounds crazy, but hear me out. The real ritual is to give Deadeus 37 human skins. I know. But listen, they found a way to go around the ritual with their other offerings, but they aren't as potent, and he's getting sick of them. The 37 skin ritual was buried as barbaric, but we know it's the only way to keep him at bay this time. We got caught planning this and they took the knife off of us and kicked us out. My partner got caught trying to get his first skin and he's been in prison ever since. But with you here and the knife, we can finish the plan without him. Please help me, kid. I want what's best for the village, even if it doesn't seem like it. In another universe, you helping your friend is the reason my mother died. You don't deserve this. Oops. I slipped. So quiet around here. Everybody just seems to be in their own little area. Surfer dude is in his shack again. I wonder if anybody may have found a washed up body on the beach. Doesn't look like it. The old lady right here, has experienced this before multiple times, but hasn't said anything to anybody. It just seems like everybody has their own agenda. Nobody wants to help out the bigger cause. Now, this has me curious. It did completely take me by surprise that the prisoner escaped. That has never happened on any of my playthroughs. So I was curious, if I kill his escape route, what happens? My guy should be here any moment to bust me out. Just you watch. Any moment now? Perish. Yes. I did it. I avenged my mother. After killing her. Look, all of this knowledge I have been cursed with. I shouldn't have to deal with it, and yet I am. All the things that have been left undone. But at least now I have a tad bit more knowledge. And knowledge is good. Knowledge is how we survive. And because I know how the ritual works, there's one more piece I need. Excuse me, old man. I need to go check up on some people. And this is actually something new that I've never done. Since the waitress is no longer at the cafe, what happens? Hello there, and welcome to my mountaintop coffee shop. Feel free to take a seat and enjoy the company. Everything goes on as normal. We don't even get to talk to people. Hello there! Thank you for coming back. It's been weirdly quiet in here today. I don't know where my helper girl has gotten to, either. If you see her, tell her she's late for work. They have been spared. They have been saved, and it was me who did it! All because I took out one nut job. I've been taking out all the nut jobs. I'm saving this village! Don't you all understand? And now, the main reason I'm here. Hey, come take a seat by me. I'm sorry. It's for the good of everyone. If you hang out with the neighbor girl all 3 days, give her all the flowers, and she admits that her heart is full, you come up to the top of the mountain and kill her. We now have every piece for the ritual. God, this game makes you do horrific things. And actually, now that I look at it, we have everything. That is in a full inventory. I can't believe it. Wait, I hear this voice in the back of my head. It's telling me to go back. I missed something. Well, no, there's no time. I need to perform the ritual. I need to save the village. I got rid of the filth. Now it's time to save everyone else. The young kid who was trying to be a cultist, trying to kill everybody, give human skins to Deadeus, he's gone. The prisoner, he's gone too. He won't hurt anyone else. My mother, who I thought loved me. But no. Turns out she was just a little bit of a backstabber, thinking she would protect me when she may have been part of this from the beginning. And of course, the girl at the cafe. She was planning on killing people in the name of Deadeus. But not Deadeus! We've got a ritual to use. To perform the ritual, bring the following items: 1 blank book, 1 full human heart, 1 flower, 1 meteor, 1 best friend's remains. Here we go. The flower. You have committed the flower to the ritual. This pedestal is for the meteor. The meteor we had to dig up. We had to talk to the professor multiple days in order to get a trowel to dig this up. The best friend's remains. While also having the trowel, we were able to dig up Schmucky, the neighbor kid's dead cat. The full human heart. For being extra nice to the girl next door and literally stabbing her in the back. And last but not least, the blank book. Its unknown writings will stay here and fuel the ritual. Seriously now, let's get this show on the road. The apocalypse waits for no man. No. No more killing. Just the ritual. Oh my god. All these dead people. Oh my god. So, it's done. Here is the final piece of the ritual. Please, young one, step into the altar. Gaze into the pit. Here is where one of us throws ourselves at Deadeus himself. Every 15 years, someone steps to the altar and meets with him to negotiate our fate. And every time he has seen our worth and spared us. Are you truly the one to make a deal with God? To barter with all our lives? The things you have done to reach this point. You now stand at the final precipice. When you meet him, tell him, thank you for his gift. But we wish to keep it a little longer. I'm sorry it has to be this way, young one. We thank you for everything you have done so far. If only I could go and meet Deadeus in your stead. Truly, I am staggeringly jealous of you. For the good of mankind. Wait, what? No, no! You were supposed to be the sacrifice! Is it over? Is that enough? I guess I better get back to my bed and see what tomorrow brings. So, fun little tidbit. I have never seen this before. That ritual room almost looks like a giant eyeball. I made it back to my room. I don't want to go back downstairs. There's a bad case of dead mom in the kitchen. So why don't we just go to bed and see if we were spared. Let's see if any of this worked. We made it. No nightmares last night. Is this it? Is it over? So what if Deadeus is appeased now? What's left? If we survive, so what? Maybe I should have met him. I guess in 15 years I'll have a score to settle with God. That's an interesting ending. We don't actually know if the ritual worked or not. I think this is one of those open-ended endings where we still don't know if Deadeus is truly real. I mean, we saw the signs, there was like cracks in the sun, but we never actually experienced Deadeus coming to Earth to reap our skins. All of this just could have been in our head, which is an interesting thought, you know, a little bit of paranoia going around the village. It's like, oh, we need a sacrifice. And there were so many dead people underneath the church, it's kind of ridiculous. But this isn't the fate that we want, really. We performed the ritual, but I think it might be better if we go talk to God. As it says, this is just one of the many endings that we could experience. But none of this was real. Maybe it's just an interesting thought. Just imagine if I were to push him in. The thing is, my nightmares have been telling me that Deadeus specifically chose me. I need to see this for myself, to make sure it's done right. I guess this is it. Here we go! Thank you, young one. Did he do it? Yes, your son performed very admirably. I'll see you again in 15 years. Where am I? Am I dead? Where are my clothes? Oh, I actually have control. So if you're wondering why Mom was there, I was curious to see if anything changed if she was still alive. So when I came back to reality, I actually kept her alive, and I'm glad I did.
My child, I am Deadeus. You're the one who gave himself for all the rest, aren't you, my child? This occurs every cycle. All this death, all this upset. I merely want returned to me that which I gave you. I've been here for aeons, watching and keeping you. Am I not entitled to what I loaned you? Nothing is eternal, child, not even me. And I long for my rest from all this. The only way I can do so is to close the book on this chapter of life. Why don't any of you understand the arrogance of you all? I see people kill each other in my name. I see tales of my existence twisted into nightmares for children. Take it from me, child. God is not on your side. I want nothing to do with the quarrel. But this is why you are here. You would give yourself to me to spare the rest. I need someone that selfless. You may remain with me here on the edge of time. When it comes to it, you will be the one who claims the debt. They are spared for the time being. For now, I rest. Hail you, my child. The new Deadeus.
Awesome! We became God! And all it took was a little bit of murder, a flower, a book with no words, a dead cat's remains, and, a meteorite. That's actually not a bad ending. I would consider this the best ending in the, evil route, if we're talking Paragon, Renegade, good versus evil. The best ending for good is, seeing the end with the girl next door, and this one is actually performing the ritual. And I gotta say, becoming the new god and being the one to ask for everyone's flesh back is kind of awesome. In a dark sense of the word. This is just one of the many ways the story ends. What would you do differently if you had your time again? Well, that's interesting that you bring that up, because we're actually not done. These are the main endings that I wanted to show throughout the entire series, but we still have a few endings to go. Next time on Deadeus, we are actually going to have one bonus video looking at the remaining endings that we haven't done yet. We've gone through 2 cycles, one good, one bad. I think that's a good place to kind of call it quits for the series. So next time on Deadeus, happy Halloween, and we will look at the rest of the endings. See you guys tomorrow.